I have 5 grandchildren, ages 17, 12, 11, 8, and 7. I hope I got them all in there. I knew that my income would not sustain the children, so I had to first make sure that I could provide for these children. I made a conscious decision that we would all live together regardless. If we had to live in a 2-bedroom apartment, we would definitely all stay together. I wanted the children to be stable and not confused about life itself, because we were going through certain things with Mother. I was going through things with their father as well. I didn't have support from Mom or from Dad, so I didn't really want the children to become involved in their lives. So what I did, I took a stand, and my stand was to go to court to get emergency custody of my grandchildren. If you want to be a caregiver, do it from your heart, because the monetary gain and everything is not going to come until you see those children march across that stage.
I am raising my grandson, Montrez. He is 11 years old. He has been with me since he was 2 years old. At that time, I was told that the mother, which is my daughter, had a plan that she had to work. If she worked her plan and everything was acceptable in the courts, that Montrez would be able to go back home with her. And she did not work her plan. What led me to you, I had been praying about it and said, I do not want my support group to stop. My intention as a grandparent was to pick him up, take him out to the movies, take him out, fill him up with sugar, and take him home. But that's not what happened. I was not able to be that kind of grandmother. Montrez is a child. So I had to let my daughter know that I love her and will do what I can for her, but my main priority is Montrez. I did some counseling for him, and it was always just trying to let him see that not all families are just mom and dad and children. That sometimes families is aunt, sometimes family is grandparent. Everything is not the same, but it can be good. DSS has been a very big help for me. I see something different than what I was told at the beginning. I see your agency opening their arms, letting me know that it's going to be okay. We're there for you.
I'm in my late 20s, and I have a 3-year-old niece that I have been responsible for. At times, I felt like I was the first aunt to have actually taken in a child. I really enjoy the support group. At first, it was quite an experience being probably the youngest one there, and I know at first I was the only aunt. The grandparents had a lot of wisdom to share, so even despite the age difference, we share the same walk. The advantage grandparents have is the fact that they were parents before. When you're a aunt becoming a first-time parent, you also have to parent along with, making sure that child gets the therapy that they need, a lot of phone calls, a lot of emails, taking time off of work to make sure that things would be the way they needed to be.
My name's Maurer, and I'm taking care of my grandson. He is 7 right now. He'll be 8 next month. I've had him since birth. His mother lived with me when she was pregnant, and so he's lived with me ever since he was born. Miss Teresa Taylor over there, she decided to get a grandparents group together, and it's just been nice. It's nice talking to other people. I would have liked it in the beginning when I first started doing all this, because now I feel like it's old hat and old news, and I've been there, done that, and so it's a lot easier now. We're in a routine and everything, but initially there really wasn't a whole lot initially when we first started. Support groups and things like that I had come across. I did look into some things, and that was probably the only thing that I could see that was lacking.
I drove all night long to get to Baltimore, and I was up all that day from meeting to meeting, and we went to court. And that was the first time I got to see her. She said, but your daughter decided to give up for adoption. I said, oh no, and nobody's adopted my baby. Maryland asked me, they said, will you be able to take this child without a dime? And I said, I don't want any money. I said, just give me Medicaid so I can take care of her if she gets sick. The grandparent support group helped me through a lot. When I joined that group, I found out there were grandparents going through more than what I was going through worse things than that I was going through. But when that baby come to you and say, good morning, mommy, how you feel this morning? You forget all about all that stuff about being tired. You get up and fix that breakfast and try to do whatever you can for that child because you know that child is a part of you.
Well, when I got custody for Sananya, I got lost in the court system and it took me 3 years to get custody of her. We don't have a whole lot of money to spend. What we do, we try to get scholarship for to help us out, certain things. And then we might bake some cakes or pies, but you know, raise the rest of the money. Oh yes, me and her, we will fall out about the small things, but we still love each other.
Well, I love to dance, and I go to Northwest School of the Arts. I think that I help the children. I think they enjoy it a lot, and I do too. At the end of the program things, they just go home happy with a lot of joy. If you're living with a foster parent or something, that's your family. You have a family. Just as long as you have a family, they'll care for you.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right.